What's up, everybody? Today on Make It Cozy, we're gonna make some stuff because we need more videos that just make stuff. So let's get into it. All right, so back in the day, I found this treadmill and I was like using it to get buff, but then I got really bored. So I figured, you know what I would like to do is make a trellis for the garden. So I looked up a bunch of YouTube videos and a lot of them had the same thing going on. We're like, yo, just go buy some fence, some cedar planks. Boom, and that's this guy. But these guys are pretty long, and I don't want them to get janky to where like I'm unfortunate and have a mishap. So I figured the roller part will be good. It's like an outfeed, so to speak. But I have two conditions. One is I want the build to be quick, and the other one is I want it to eventually just be able to take apart so that I can like push it up against the wall. I don't want it to just take up floor space and real estate in my already limited amount of space in my shop. So those are my two caveats. Let's go ahead and get rolling. All right, so I made some marks to make the rails a little bit even to cut with the angle grinder. Although, like, I haven't really decided whether or not I need to keep those, but you'll see that later. So then I get the one piece off and run into trouble. Ooh, I kind of goofed that up. So one thing to keep in mind when you're playing the home game is if your janky bits get janky and then your non-janky bits are floating and still secure, plan it out accordingly, and I'll let you know what I figured out in the talking head here shortly. All right, so what I did here is that I had my partner help me out to hold it secure at a safe distance or whatever with some like spark resistantness. And you can see here I kind of left it bendable, so hopefully this will just kind of come off. Yeah, that's it. So you have like a janky guy. So that's what's up. So we'll come back to this. So I have this piece of scrap wood here that I'm just going to cut to length to be the brace in between those two rails for the roller, and then just drill and screw it into place. All right, we got phase one complete. I have a wooden, I don't know when, like this must be some old wood, dude, because the grain is like super dope. But the roller, it's rolling, straight up rolling. So that's what's up. I'm gonna call it an evening for today. I got some King Ranch in my future. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to configure like a base. I'm thinking maybe like a 2x4 right here. I don't know if I'm gonna need one on both sides. I might just start with one, but the more I think about it, the sturdier it would be. And it would still be relatively two-dimensional because like I have a little bit of wiggle room from this brace right here, and then the roller kind of comes up, like kind of leans forward here. So I'm thinking if I put one here and maybe one in the back and then just kind of support it somewhere in the middle, I can have like a chunky baby. However, now that I'm talking about that, I've got this guy. So maybe I'll just spare myself a little bit of heartache and just cut a notch into this. And then that way I can take another 2x4 and just create like a pedestal to sit into. That way, this piece right here can be one part, and then the base would just be like a star pattern, kind of like, that's what I'm thinking. Like that's over exaggerated, but like the piece would sit right in there. That way it's got a brace, but then whenever I pound this out, then this piece will just sit flat, essentially two-dimensional against the wall, along with this guy. And I can just like couple them together or whatever. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I'm gonna sleep on it, see how I feel. And this is what I came up with. So it's kind of similar to what I was gonna say, but the unfortunate part about that is that the 4x4 was not tall enough for the piece of scrap that I had left. So what I wound up doing, I took some 2x4s. Well, actually this is a 2x8 that I just split in half. And it is 41 inches because from the top of here to the top of the rail is about 3 inches. And from the bottom of the whatever to the bed of this boy, this big boy, is about 43 inches. So this works out. What I wound up doing is I put a couple of like lag bolts through here. These are 5 inches, so they protrude from the back. And I just tighten those down. I also stuck one down at the bottom right here just for bracing type purposes. And I have a piece in the middle from this piece that I cut out. A little math around the sides, but I'm just going to basically just have a star pattern, for lack of a better phrase, and then I'll just wedge this big boy in the middle, this guy, so that it can just be, you know, pushed in and out. One thing that I am a little bit nervous about is it being too tight? Because right now it's really wet outside. Yesterday it was super sunny and hot. And so with like wood flexing, and I don't know how much difference there is between like say hardwood and softwood, because I'm just going to use 2x4s. I'm just going to use some pine, and I assume that they'll mimic each other, but I'm not that much of a woodsmith to understand that concept to give you good advice. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and push forward with just having the pieces, and I'm just going to use this guy as the guide in order to just kind of wedge it in there. And then whenever I need to knock it out, I'll just smack it from the bottom with like a rubber mallet or something. Or, let's be honest, let's use this guy. Or, even better, we can use this guy. You know, like either or, you know, like I got some whoop-ass mallets I can, you know, pound on this thing from behind. Regardless of how I decide to pound it, hopefully it'll come loose, because the last thing I don't want to do is smack it in there for our project and then I can't, you know, loosen it up. All right, let's open the door. Let's let this innuendo out of here, and let's, you know, finish this up. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take these bad boys. They're actually 2x6, which is a fortunate, you know, happy accident, as Bob Ross would say. And they're around 68 inches long, so I'm just gonna cut those into 2-foot sections. And then once I get my miter saw out, I realize, man, it's really dusty under here. So, of course, me being me, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and take that side quest to clean it up and then get back to work. So, again, 4 pieces just to get that star pattern. They're 2 feet each, and we're just gonna brace them up. All right, so this is basically what it's gonna look like. And I used this little block right here as a spacer, because why not? So ideally, when we do this, it should go in. Now there's the bolt getting in the way, and that's fine, because what I think I'm gonna do is maybe keep this part 4.5 inches, but then make the other piece a little bit wider. That way, A, it could accommodate the bolt, but also so that I can like drive a wedge in there. That way I don't have to worry about my previous hang-ups about the wood expanding and contracting or whatever. The only thing I would have to worry about, instead of like, I won't have to worry about it moving laterally, just radially. I don't know. I don't remember my mechanical stuff axially and radially, or left and right. How about left and right? Up and down. So in that case, I could just leave it just a little bit skewed on the 4.5 inch side, and then that way it'll kind of just look like this. So something like this. So I could just use the spacer with a little bit of, well, the block that I just showed you before, with a little wedge right here, just to make sure that everything is good to go, so that whenever I go to fasten these 4 corners, beep, boop, 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 we're all be set to go. And it should hopefully not shift in the process. So let's go ahead and do this. Drill, 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 screw, 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 and then kabuki. This guy right here. And so we got our star pattern. All I got to do is pop that out. And then, got a little bit skewed, but that's why I put a little bit of slack into it. So, all right, let's go in. Hopefully it's not too snug. All right. That looks pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like 43.25, but you know what? 43.25 doesn't really bother me too much, because you see these things can be adjusted. So I can always go down 1/4, and I have slack here too. That way it just rolls on its own booyah-ness. So that's cool, and I'm very excited about that. It'll come apart. This guy, I just kind of figure I'll probably just sit it back here. And then I can try to attach the base to the back of this, so whenever I roll it out, like I'm going to have to roll it out in order to use it. So that's just space that's there, and I'm not really taking any other real estate out of the situation. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and give this guy a test run. So I am very happy with this. It's so satisfying to have this come together, have it be the right height. It doesn't it doesn't get stuck, like everything worked the way I needed. And what's nice is that the little vacuum port here, I can just plug this with a piece of wood, and kind of reminds me of something. But that guy is good enough to be double duty to hold the stand, like I was talking about. That way the stand can actually go in the back whenever I roll it back into position. And then, yeah, very satisfying. The only thing that I need to be aware of is it is very tight, and I have like plastic molds, like this box that kept getting in the way, and I was like, why isn't this going in? But that was why. But, you know, hey, I can deal with that by having this new addition. So, again, super pumped. And yeah, you probably noticed too that I put some corner braces in between the little star pattern stand there, and that's just for reinforcement. I had them on hand. Again, I didn't have to go out and buy them, so like that's what's up. Just add a little bit more assurance, or insurance rather. But yeah, there we go. All right, so let's wrap up. The birds are singing. Everything's cool, right? We went from concept, busted treadmill, into Outfeed roller, right? I feel a lot safer. I took a cedar plank in like no time, zip, 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 right? So now I can get started on my next project, which is building a trellis for the blackberry bush, which I'll leave a link in the booyah. Whenever that's done, you can kind of switch between the two. I'll also leave a link for the teardown of the treadmill. But the thing I like about this the most is that, A, we took something busted, destined for the landfill, turned it into something shop functional. We did it quickly. It took about a day, right? Weekend project, no big deal. And it was all made, at least in my situation, with scrap. You know what I mean? Like I had the wood, I had the bolts already. And again, it took like a day, which is awesome. I feel way more confident. I feel way more comfortable with executing these big old bad boys, these big old cedar planks. And it basically takes up no footprint in the shop, right? There was already a spot in the back for the stand, and then the actual roller itself, I just put on the side there. Now, the only thing that I really have a little bit of iffies about is that the longevity of it is probably not great, because with the weight against the rails, it might flex. But I would figure that steel overcomes wood. But it's weight, right? It's just weight. So who knows? I guess only time will tell. I'll try to figure out something a little bit better in the future. I can already figure that this is going to be a great addition. I love it. So, like, I'm excited to get back in the shop. I hope you check me out. And also, if you would like to, and I would really much appreciate this, is to do all the YouTube stuff. It's free, right? Like, subscribe, bells, whatever the case may be. And that would help my channel out. And also, let's get away from the product reviews, right? Let's start making stuff. Let's do it. Make it cozy. Check you on the next one. Peace. God, I really don't want to say one man's treasure is another, or one person's trash is another person's treasure. I gotta time this in between the birds. All right, so there we go. We went from busted treadmill to repurposed Outfeed thing roller. God, that bird is so distracting. That bird is so distracting. Shut up, bird. You know what'd be funny? Is to make a copper hammer out of this. Cozy. Squirrel. There's a squirrel. Okay, let's figure out how we're gonna pound it, and then let's get to work.